of this phone. Another important, so beyond like the physical privileging stuff, sorry, beyond the physical privileging stuff, so there are aesthetic considerations as well. We wanted to create an iconic gestalt. You need to know that this phone is a TCL phone, far, far away from actually holding your hand and seeing the very small branding. So we did that, in a kind of shoddy attempt. But we looked at Chinese architecture, found a bunch of primitives in their products and architecture that we thought were unique to China and important. A lot of them were sweeping curves, a lot of like concave curves, and we added them to the phone. We're going to hope that they can take that and run with it in ways that we can't possibly imagine. Beyond the iconic gestalt, an important thing about industrial design considerations is that TCL just developed it themselves. Right now they're aping the designs of the West. They don't even really realize what they're doing. And we're just telling them to stop following and start leading. I guess the last important consideration of the physical design of the phone is that it's modular. There are three things that its modularity will tackle. One is battery life. This is like, these people don't necessarily have computers. This might be the only connection they have to the internet. And as such, it needs to be able to function all the time. So we've designed like a phone that is basically composed of a few. Can you go to the next slide? It's kind of complicated. But there's basically a system to allow two halves to come together. Like you physically just push a button and slide, and then the two halves will slide apart through these holes and pins, and there's a spring thing going on. But the point is that you can add a keyboard, you can add different functionalities to the phone, you can add different batteries quickly. The phone kind of, it's made modularly. Second thing is that it's very durable. The outside of the phone, we're not trying to compete on shiny, glossy. We're trying to redefine notions of what it means to last. And so the phone is constructed of an aluminum skeleton with probably recycled plastic as the outside shell. So one, it'll allow users to customize the phone like would be able to customize the flexible interface. Almost like a Nike ID concept of just buying whatever plastic shell parts they feel like, and there are many. It's not just two shells, it's 18 parts to the shell. And anytime something is scratched, they can just replace it. And the idea of having a modular phone means that if you were to take this to a TCL store, you could get your PCB replaced, and only your PCB replaced, or your screen replaced, and only your screen replaced, so that the phone could last for a long time in a culture of repair instead of a culture of continuous consumption. And that's all I have to say about that.
When are you starting tooling?
When?
When are you starting tooling?
So, anything that TCL does, we found out really quickly, needs to be a part of a brand rebirth. TCL's brand is well known mostly for failure in China, and to the point that it's kind of a joke. TCL means lots of acronyms that people find kind of funny and not in a good way. But what we want to tell TCL definitely not to do is try to hide the TCL brand and to try and become something that's not authentic, because people will spot that right away. People have a long memory for brands and brand history. So what TCL needs to do is sort of tell a story, an honest story of their failure and now of their rebirth, and how they are part of the story of China, and they are designing for China in a way that nobody else out there is. And this is a placeholder for what we hope will be a quick mock-up of a huge ad campaign for TCL. For right now, this is an image from the Olympics that Adidas did that was really nice. So how will all of this end up? Well, Shen's mom can buy her one of these phones maybe for the holidays, and Shen gets it. And she can hit one of Matt's pink buttons where she shares the space, this bulletin board, all the time, 24-hour-a-day space with her mom. And she can post little tiny bits of her life. And she can share asynchronous games with her mom. They can play mahjong. Her mom can teach her to play any game that she likes. So that when they have those real-world interactions that are so few and so far apart, they'll have so much more richness